Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Witness Without Identity. Today, I want to talk about Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell, Laura Goldman. Laura Goldman is an amazing person. I want you guys to watch the interview, and I will come back to you and let you know what I think.
I know she didn't cut it off, and I'm not claiming that. I'm saying she did try to rebuild her life several times.
It's quite easy, actually, isn't it, to cut off contact with a convicted paedophile? You just have nothing to do with them.
She couldn't. Okay, she's not that strong. I know, I understand.
Okay. Well, that doesn't bear much relation to the woman I met at a book launch, I can tell you. The idea that she would have been too weak to walk away from a bloke convicted of paedophile behaviour. Let me bring in Prince Andrew now, because he also stayed friendly with Jeffrey Epstein after that conviction. And again, you could construct a defence, potentially, that Epstein was so secretive and manipulative, you may not have known the full scale of what he was doing. But once he's convicted, that's a different thing. Once all that detail came out and he admitted it, at that point, surely you sever links. Why did Prince Andrew continue seeing him? And how much do you think Prince Andrew knows that we don't know?
Okay, Prince Andrew doesn't know a lot, partially because he's not that intelligent and he is spoiled and entitled, so he didn't really ask questions about what's happening. But as far as people staying in touch with Jeffrey Epstein after the 2008 conviction, there were parties with people like Katie Couric, Chelsea Handler, Woody Allen. Okay, well, Woody Allen maybe, but unfortunately, in 2008, which was a lifetime ago in terms of Me Too, the women's movement, etc., many people flocked to Jeffrey Epstein's house after that 2008 conviction. So to attack everybody that did that, okay, but you have to attack them all, not just me. So,
well, I'm just wondering, I'm wondering, did you have any contact with Epstein?
No, I didn't, but because these are issues that I do care about. But also, it wasn't, his conviction was kind of muddied, and I wasn't actually sure what he had done.
Well, his plea admission wasn't muddied, was it?
Yes, it was. It was sex with an underage prostitute. There's no such thing as a child prostitute in retrospect, but it wasn't an organized sex trafficking ring. Okay, so that's a whole lot different than what he was convicted of.
So he wasn't quite as bad a paedophile as he could have been.
No. Okay. Okay, good point. But I'm just saying, I didn't have anything to do with them even before.
How long did you know where Ghislaine was hiding in the last year?
Off and on. But, I told people the FBI, you don't just call the FBI. They probably didn't want to talk to me.
Actually, you can. That's exactly what.
In fact, at the prosecutor's press conference, that's exactly what they said.
It's exactly what you can do when the FBI says we'd like people to come forward with information. At that point, surely your duty as a public-minded citizen, which is the way you want to portray yourself, is at that point you would just pick the phone up and tell the FBI, I know where she is, and I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I'm not going to protect somebody given the scale of depravity that is emerging about Epstein.
Okay, and guess what? I did call the tip line, and somebody did call me back, but they didn't feel that they should have contact with me because of my contact with her, and I can prove it with emails. So you originally you just said you didn't make any contact. No,
now you say you did, but then once they found out you were good friends with Ghislaine Maxwell, they didn't pursue it. I mean, come on. What do you say?
You want me to show you what I said? I have them.
Do I look like a total idiot?
I can show them to you right now. I can show them to you.
Yeah, but you literally just said, you said 3 minutes ago you had no contact with the FBI. No. Now you're saying you did.
No. I said I didn't go into a long thing with them because I didn't have a lawyer.
Oh, okay. So here's the interview, guys. She did quite an interesting job here. I don't know. She was all over the place. So it looked like she never cut off tie with Jeffrey Epstein, even though there was many evidence that Epstein was a was a pedophile. And and what raised the attention for me about Laura Goldman, what scares me, it looked like she said that the conviction was murdered. It was not clear. So she didn't see the problem with the conviction. It was like sex with underage prostitute. So sex with underage prostitute is not like sex with like forcing your things. It wasn't by force, but it's still underage. So she's trying to make a case for like a better pedophile. She's trying to create like a hierarchy of pedophile. So here's a pedophile that's like a little bit better than a worse pedophile, you know. So so it was not organized sex trafficking. That's what she said. So and the part that made me laugh a lot was the part that, hey, you know something, you cannot just call the FBI. And then Pillsbury was kind of smiling and smirking. It's like, that's what the FBI actually wants you to do. They want you to call them. That was funny. I think I like that part. What do you mean you don't have to call the FBI? They want you to call them. They want to get the hints and whatever they can to. They want to gather data, information, so that they can make their own conclusion about what's going on here. He was not okay. So basically, the case is like he's saying that 32. He was not that bad of a pedophile. So whatever, guys. Let's leave it like that. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you, guys. Have a good day.